study area map. What I'll do is to zoom to layer, and I'll change this to landscape. Come to the file here and come to page and print setup. I'll change this to landscape and click OK. And what I'll do is to use my mouse to zoom out and set it properly, adjust the page. So this is landscape. The next thing I want to do is to add another data frame, because this is a data frame, and then we can add another one so that we would use it to create a reference map. This particular data frame, the current data frame, the name is layer. The name of the data frame, this data frame is layer. We can insert a new data frame. Under the insert, click on data frame, and now we have a new data frame. You can size it, resize it. We can add different data sets into this new data frame. This is it under the layer here. You can see new data frame. And what we want to do is to add the Nigeria map and also Lagos State map. One thing you should take note is that when you check this place, it's bold. The reason being that it is activated, that's why it's bold. You can work right on the new data frame. If I should select this data frame, when you check now, it's no longer bold. And when you check the layer data frame is bold, is because the layer has not just been activated. And another way you can activate is, for example, if you are still working now under your data view, you can always activate when you right click under the layer data frame and you click on activate. It will activate. When you click on activate, when you are still working, it will activate. Reason why we don't have any data on this data view is because we are yet to have any data under the data frame. Coming back to my layout view, you can bring in data into the data frame using the catalog or the add button, the normal way we've been doing it. You can also copy from the list here. You can always copy from this layout. Because I have this Lagos shapefile, I'll be making use of it. I'll just copy and I'll come to this data frame. I'll click on paste layer. As you can see now, we have Lagos State on the layer. Let me deactivate it for now. I also want to bring in the Nigeria shapefile into my layout, and to do that, I'm going to select the Nigeria shapefile and I'll add it into it. Right now you can see we have the Nigeria shapefile. What I'll do is just to zoom to layer so that we can get the whole view of the Nigeria shapefile. And what I'll do is to change this to allo. And the Lagos shapefile, I'll activate it now. The Lagos shapefile is here. What I'll do is for the Lagos shapefile, I'll change the color. I will change the outline color. I'll change this to red to serve as reference, and I will activate back the Nigeria shapefile. What we can do now is to adjust this layer data frame, holding your shift and using your ball. I want to concentrate more on this road here, which I just checked in, and the layer. Let me turn off the layer. What I'll just do is to zoom to that area. I'm not interested in the road. That's why I zoom to this road. To center it where you hold your shift and use your ball, use your scroll ball on your mouse. You can use that to zoom in properly, to zoom out, holding shift. I'll hold my pan. I'll hold the ball and move it. You can use it to move it up, move it down, to position it well. This is better. And if I want to work with this, I'll activate this. What I'll do, this can come up here. Yes. This is okay. And I'll move this. And you can always give it a test. We have the test here. Map of Nigeria. Make it bold. Give it 12. and you can always select your text type, and when you are done you click OK and you apply and click OK. So right here, bring this map of Nigeria. The next thing I want to do is to create grid for this main data frame, and to do that I will select this and right click on properties. You come to grid here and you click on new grid. We have this, and we have this, but I'll make use of this first one. You can leave the name and then you click on next. You click on next, the default, click on next and you click finish and you click apply and click OK. So we have the grid on the layout now, but I intentionally do this so that you know how to edit your grid. For you to edit your grid, you right click and go back to the property of what you've done before and you select this. You click on properties. Now under these properties you come to line. We have show as a grid of lines, we have show as a grid of ticks. Don't show lines or ticks. It's better for us not to let the line to show. As you can see on the screen, it shows in our map, which is going to cause distraction when reading the map. It's better for us to use do not show lines or tricks. And under the hash, you can leave this as default. The interval, now we have to set the interval of how we want the grids to appear. For this we could use 20 here and 20 here. This, we change this to 0 0, and also under this we have major division, top ticks, left. Under this subdivision we only want it to show the right, left and right, so we don't need the top and the bottom. And I'll click on apply and click OK. Apply and click OK. When you zoom now, you realize the grid has appeared, but the text is small for us to see, so we still have to edit it further. I'm doing this for you to know how to carry out your editing yourself to get appropriate results. The labels now, the labels, we change these labels. For this label size we can use 10 and bold, and for the interval we still have to adjust. And click OK. Right, you can see now the text is now bold, but the label, we still need to adjust that. We still need to adjust the label, and that is under the interval. Use 10 this time around, or we use 5 and see what we have. Apply and click OK. So which is now better? Is now better compared to what we have before. Now we can bring in other map elements like the legend, the title, so we bring in the title, active center of Lagos, Nigeria. and you click OK. You can then change the text, bold, use different text formats, and when you're done you click apply. Also the legend, I want Lagos State, okay, the road and active centers. I'll click on add and I'll click next. So basically I want it to appear using the default. We have this here. You realize when moving the frame, the grid lat and long is changing, which is supposed to be like that because the location has been changed. Active center is going to be activated, so to do that I'll activate it here, and then we now have it on the legend. Bring in the north arrow. You can then use the base map to check what you've done. To activate the base map, you have to connect your system to the internet, which I have done, and you come to this down part. You ensure ArcGIS online is activated. It has been activated, so we can now come to this. We can now click on this arrow and you click on add base map. We have several of the base map. We have imagery and likes. I'll make use of these streets and I'll click add. We now have the base map. When you come to your data view, you can always increase the base map. Right on the first module I talked about bookmap. Let me use it again here. What I'll just simply do is to click on create bookmap. I'll just name this as print area and I'll click OK. That has been bookmap. When you come back to this layout view now, this base map covers more area. It's not only restricted to where you are working, it covers more area. And in a situation whereby you did some editing and you want to quickly go back to your print area, what with bookmap, it might not be exactly the way you want it to be positioned due to what you've edited and due to the way you zoom in and zoom out. But because you've bookmapped it, you have it under your bookmap. Now because I've zoomed out under the data view, we now have it like this on the screen. So if I want to print now, I'll have to reposition it well to print due to what I've done because I've moved out of the location I was before. But because I've bookmarked my work, what I'll simply do is I'll just come to the print area, and the print area will automatically direct me to what I just bookmarked. With that, every changes I've done is not affected to the print view. That's the purpose of bookmap, to help you bookmark a certain area which you might be in need of anytime. See you in next module.